helpful. I
was speaking freely.
Know, yeah. It's good to know what's the priorities for you, what you think we should be talking about. So, no, that's great.
I haven't heard back yet, but I can let you know tomorrow. I'll give you a yes if it's a yes. I'll go yes.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
Yeah. So I didn't want to ruin his, because he does it. It's a free magazine, and I picked it because more people will read it because the town's quite tight. They're really tight. They're really tight. They won't pay for anything.
Right.
So I thought front page, and it's just sitting there when they go to the chemist or the club or whatever. It's just sitting there. Yeah.
Well, hopefully, the Cowra Guardian wants to do
a profile on everybody.
Yeah, and they're going to do a couple of stories related to women candidates in Cowra. So that's kind of why Kelsey is coming tomorrow. So that's good. I had a chat with her before meeting with you, which is excellent. And I've reached out to the Phoenix. I haven't heard yet. So, but anyway.
He's just a bit more. He's a bit less organised, but he's got his own printing business. And then he's doing this Phoenix and the Canoundra Phoenix and someone else's Phoenix.
Right, okay.
So I think he's a bit thin.
Yeah.
So I'll send him an article already written, change it how you like. And I'll send him the photos as well. Use whatever photo you want. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So.
Yeah, well, I'll reach out to him again and see, after I give him a bit of time.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything that we didn't cover that you feel that we should have?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Oh, yes. Hardly ever I get a yes to this question. I'm very excited. Bring it on.
All right. So when I'm talking about corruption, all that sort of stuff. So I've been interviewing lots of different people. So Billimari is another little village, and it's got about 80 people. So they don't have any drinking water, and I've been trying to get them drinking water. And so one of my articles was, we're a developed country with a healthy economy. It's just criminal.
Yeah, that's good.
So
what everyone
a fellow from Billimari reached out to me, so I got a few details from him, and then I double-checked it with the general manager. So what I'm telling you is fact. So they had a bore, and the bore ran dry, whatever, so they re-sunk the bore. They can't drink that water because it has uranium. Oh. And the council has now put out for tender that they were going to bring this water, that non-drinking water, to town. Now, what is the point of doing that? You can't drink the water anyway, and it's got uranium, whatever level it is, but that's why they won't let them drink it. Why are you bringing it to town? We've got a river, or people can have water tanks, or whatever, and we haven't, even though we never had water restrictions through all that drought. We never had water restrictions. So why are we doing that? That's an extra cost, and we can't drink the water anyway. Yeah. But when I I got the information from that elector, and I checked it with Paul Devery, there is a pipe of water that goes from Lake Rollins, which supplies the water to Orange. And that pipeline is 20 kilometres from Billimari. Why can they not spend the money to get a tank to water to Billimari to give them drinkable water? And then Billimari could prosper. So this guy told me that for a while the councils decided, a couple of years ago, they would go to these villages and have their meeting at the village to find out what the villagers wanted. It didn't last long because the villagers turned up and told them what they wanted, so they stopped. But when they got to Billimari, this guy said to me they were offered $1 million for Billimari, and he said, let's do solar power, and we could send it back to Cowra. And they said no, and they put a roof on the hall out there, and they put in a new playground, and he said, we're 80 people, there's hardly any kids, and when people do come with kids, they just go and play at their, because they're all farms, they go and play at their properties. Nobody comes and plays.
Yeah, you need playgrounds in bloody Sydney.
So the councillors won't listen to any feedback from what anybody wants. So, and then the rest of the $1 million just got wasted on other stuff. So a while ago, then there's another grant that the council announced, and it said that they were getting money for footpaths in Mullian, which is a suburb behind here. Footpaths in Mullian, and I've forgotten what the other thing it was. It was two things. Footpaths anyway, and the work will start in February. Those footpaths are finished. Right? The work isn't going to start in February. It's already done. Where is that money? Where's that money? And that's everything is, where's that money? They'll say something about a grant and go, where's that money? They had money to redo the main street, and it was a drought project, and it was to employ locals. They the people came from Sydney.
Oh, really?
They came from Western Sydney. There wasn't one job. Job. And the job took forever. Forever. And the town looks shit. Yeah. They could have even concreted it, and it would look as good as it does now or better. It took 6 months. There's the shops down this end of town, the bottom end of town, they were closed off. They just had a wooden footbridge for months and months and months.
Oh my God, that's
so
terrible.
October till the new year.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So there's that.
Yeah, there's a lot of unfunctional, dysfunctional kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yep. So the council doesn't like ideas. I'll put something out for public exhibition, but the public know they don't want any of their ideas. They don't want them. Yeah. So whenever I mention roads to Paul Devery, it doesn't matter what road I mention. It's a
main road.
It's a main road.
Yeah.
So we have to get main roads in.
Yeah.
So roads has been a bit of a thing on my Facebook page, and I've got a bit of feedback back from it. Lots of feedback. And so I found one road in Cowra that's done really well. So when you go up from they'll probably take you to that coffee shop, the Breakout Cafe, right? Near there is a laneway that goes through to the back of what used to be Target.
I walked around that today.
That road is beautiful. That's the only road in town. So my thing is, that you can do that road, why can't you do other roads?
Yeah.
So the road that I live in, for example, is missing that last bit. And my thing's been about roads today, so they haven't popped up the surfaces, and it just needs that last flat surface. So it's still like that, even though they've filled in the gaps. Since they did it in May of this year, it's already been repaired in a part once. Today they've come through and put the double lines and stuff in. Obviously they're not going to do that bit, but I keep saying, if we've done this street, then why can't we do the other street? So obviously that's telling me, shut up Donna, you're not getting the top surface, that's it, we've got lines. No other street today got lines, just my street.
Well, there you go, you got something.
Well, that's to say shut up, because you're not getting the top surface. So you do a bump.
Oh, well, that's funny.
Yeah, so I hope I give enough examples to say what I mean by treatment or behaviour or... Yeah, and that's why...
it's been great.
That's why